Coming soon to Sky Movies Plus. The Silence of the Lambs, getting its British television premiere on Boxing Day, collected 5 Oscars at the 1992 Academy Awards, including Best Actress for Jodie Foster.
We're interviewing all the serial killers now in custody for a psychobehavioral profile. Could be a real help in unsolved cases. Most of them have been happy to talk to us. See, the one we want most refuses to cooperate. I want you to go after him again today in the asylum.
Who's the subject?
The psychiatrist, Hannibal Lecter.
Cannibal the cannibal.
Jodie Foster's gutsy FBI agent, Clarice Starling, broke new ground for female roles and was described by Foster as the first fully rounded post-feminist heroine. No stranger to difficult characters and perilous scenarios, Jodie Foster's work could never be described as stereotypical.
I always think people think I'm not fun because I do serious films and because people ask me serious questions and I want to appear serious, so I always sort of give them serious answers. That's what you're supposed to do with somebody you don't really know. But I can be really stupid.
Her career began at the age of 3 in a Coppertone commercial, but she was never destined to be just another cute child star. This was immediately apparent in Alan Parker's Bugsy Malone. In a cast completely made up of children, she played Tallulah, the wisecracking gangster's moll, with an assurance far beyond her years.
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of circumstances when I was growing up, and most of them were really good. And, you know, some of them were kind of sour, and some people were mean to you, or, you know, when you're a kid, usually they blame everything on you, because it's easier than blaming it on the adults. That happened a lot.
In 1974, she played a ragamuffin in Martin Scorsese's Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, and it was a role in another Scorsese movie that would set the tone for her future career. She played Iris, a child prostitute, in Taxi Driver, opposite Robert De Niro.
Are you a narc?
Do I look like a narc?
Yeah.
I am a narc.
God, I don't know who's weirder, you or me.
It was an astonishingly sophisticated and complex role, which brought her an Oscar nomination at the tender age of 13. But it was another 13 years before she finally won the Oscar for her portrayal of Sarah Tobias in The Accused.
I must admit, on this picture, just for the shooting, I mean, I feel like my sensitivity, my nerves are like on the edge of the skin, you know. All you have to go is go like, boo, and I'll go, why? You know, I just get really upset or something.
And 1991 saw her debut as a director with Little Man Tate, a sensitive story about a child prodigy.
In a universe of knowledge,
My mother's dead.
exists a world of confusion.
It's not the size of a guy's IQ that matters. It's how he uses it.
This is the story of a little love, a little inspiration,
Brad?
and a little genius.
As soon as I read it, I wanted to make this film. I mean, it had there's something about rites of passage movies that I love. I love those films about how people become who they are and why that is, and films that where there is an absolute growth from the beginning of the movie to the end of the movie, and the lead character changes and learns something and all of that. And especially since, you know, my bent has always been those French movies of the late 50s and early 60s, where you know, little boy rites of passage movies that have a little bit of black comedy in them and are all about jazz and rebellion and all of that. So those are my favorite films, and I guess that's why I lean towards it.
Still only 28, Jodie Foster seems intent on changing the way that women are represented on screen, now from behind the camera as well as in front of it.
Dr. Lecter, my name is Clarice Starling. May I speak with you?
You're one of Jack Crawford's, aren't you?
I am, yes.
May I see your credentials?
Certainly.
Closer, please. Closer.
December on Sky Movies Plus. Coming soon to Sky Movies Plus. The Silence of the Lambs, getting its British television premiere on Boxing Day, collected 5 Oscars at the 1992 Academy Awards, including Best Actor for Anthony Hopkins.
All good things to those who wait.
And wait he did. Having performed in more than 20 films in as many years, he became an overnight success at the age of 54.
I've done 1 or 2 films which were sort of all right, you know. Magic was quite good, I think. It wasn't a great success. And I've done some pretty forgettable ones as well, but I've always enjoyed making them. But this one was different because I sensed that it was going to be a successful film by its very writing, by the nature of the character of Lecter, which was so compelling, and then the chance to work with Jodie Foster, and a superb, who was wonderful, she was fabulous to work with, and the superb Jonathan Demme.
In Magic, he played a ventriloquist whose obsession with his dummy drives him to murder. His other more memorable films include A Bridge Too Far, The Elephant Man, and The Bounty, alongside Mel Gibson. More recently, he was seen in Desperate Hours, opposite Mickey Rourke, and A Chorus of Disapproval with Jeremy Irons.
If you must, take it away, Mr. Ape. Oh, from land I'll say the wedding are he knows. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. George. I'm sorry. I sincerely beg your pardon, Mr. George. I said, every time I hear that... Sorry, Oz!
I'd do anything, too, if it's different.
This philosophy doesn't seem to have been hindered by his portrayal of Hannibal the Cannibal. Indeed, films such as Spotswood and Howard's End continue to prove the point. And soon, we'll see more evidence of his versatility in the upcoming Chaplin and Dracula.
Make no mistake, he must be stopped.
I think with acting, I know less about it now than I've ever done. Film acting especially, I think you have to be as relaxed as possible, as physically and mentally as relaxed as possible. And especially in preparing it, I mean, just learning it. I mean, that's what I do, is learn it. And by keeping an open, relaxed mind, you pick up from, I suppose, the subconscious or something, you know, images and impressions, and then you just play it. Dead easy. It's no sweat, no big deal.
The census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
December on Sky Movies Plus.
I've always wanted to see the frontier.
You want to see the frontier?
Yes, sir. Before it's gone.
Winner of 7 Academy Awards, Kevin Costner's Dances with Wolves. Sunday night at 9 on the Movie Channel.